Listen up, everyone.
Turn it up a little bit.
We making noise, hold up.
If you haven't checked out the Hip Hop Study Hall podcast, here's what you've been missing.
Did you know about DaBaby?
Well, so I watched the video. You're gonna have to break this down for me because I didn't have a clue.
Now,
all I know is I want a jacket like the bandana jacket. That looks a puffy, multicolored bandana jacket.
Oh, so that's a little bootsy.
I think that that could be pulled off as a nice blazer game.
Okay. Now, before I get to the bootsy clip, let me bring you up if you haven't been paying attention to what's going on in the media. DaBaby, pretty big rapper the last couple of years. Big record, Suge. I mean, just probably like top 5 in the last couple of years, even with the pandemic going on. Originally from Charlotte, North Carolina. Just his history. Since he's been on the scene, like, he's just kind of done a lot of things his own way. One of the biggest incidents that followed him, though, along with the records, was he was in a Walmart one day, and a guy tried to rob him, and he killed the guy in Walmart. Okay. Like, I'm not sure whether when he took the gun from the guy or whatever went down, the guy wound up dead. He wound up getting out of it because it became a self-defense case. The guy was, from what I understand, tried to rob him. But since that has happened, it's been one of the things of DaBaby's legend too, because every song I feel like DaBaby, if he doesn't kill me, he smacks the hell out of me at least. Okay. He has also slept with my girlfriend every third song. That's just how DaBaby moves. That's just, I mean, because I mean, don't get me wrong, the dude's super popular. He's got a lot of dope records. So even all that aside, like, I love his movement and what he's done. But he has been in a couple of incidents, right? Most recently, a big one was there's a young female who was. Her name is Dani Leigh. She's signed to Def Jam, originally working with Prince at the age of like 17, 18. Yeah. Choreographed one of Prince's videos before he passed away. And a pretty good artist in her own right, but no ways the level of DaBaby. Just this chick that she's had a couple of records, like got a really big record with Chris Brown on the remix. A lot of dancing videos. Where I kind of discovered her at was not only the remix of the Chris Brown record, but when Drake was doing the whole Kiki dance challenge. Kiki, she had one that Drake shared and it went viral or whatever, right? So that's where her space has been. But most recently, they were dating. Right. And she was the girlfriend or whatever. And next thing you know, she was pregnant. And she had a baby by DaBaby. Right? So
there you go.
Now, I'm bringing you up. And then one night, we're on the internet and here comes DaBaby live on his Instagram live. And on his IG live, though, he's arguing with her.
Okay.
Telling her that she needs to leave his house. She gets on her live. They're going back and forth. The whole incident shakes down to be that whatever they were going through, he told her she needs to get out. She's like, how does she get out with a newborn baby? I think the baby might have been 1.5 years old. It's just a bunch going on that's not the part I want to get to. But in all of this, as the internet does, everybody else gets involved.
Yes.
Her brother, an aspiring artist in his own right, he comes on his live, which is now getting a little bit more hype because he's her brother. And he challenges DaBaby pretty much, tells him like, yo, like, when I see you, it's on sight. Yo, when I see you, you want to act like that with my sister, this, that, and the other. When I see you, it's on sight. I never understand, with all the money that these guys have, how come no one ever has anybody's number? Why do they come on live and tell us? Like, it's like nobody has anybody's number to be like, yo, bro, I need to talk to you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how it's going to go. But to me, once it goes on live, we record it. We start sharing it. We all start giving our opinion on it. Whoop-de-whoop-whoop. Okay, now that I've brought you up.
But now you have to act on it.
Boom, which brings me to where we are now.
Yeah, I mean, you're
well, in the world of hip hop, yes, that's what it calls for.
Yeah.
In the world of hip hop, in the world of you doing this and you doing that, the next step is, are you really going to act on it, or are you just chasing clout? Because a lot of the comments were clout chaser. No one even knows who this kid is. He's Dani Leigh's brother. Yeah. Even after he posted all the stuff, I still to this day don't know his name. I just know he's Dani Leigh's brother. Right? That's what I know.
I mean, that's what the headline says.
Right.
So.
And then again, I'm not trying to do more research. I listened to one song. I wasn't trying to hear that either. Right? Because I didn't ask you to be a rapper, dude. But that's a whole nother story. Okay. Now, I got you there. Then, the next step in this debacle, DaBaby in a bowling alley with his crew, having a good time. I'm not even sure what was going on there, but he's in the bowling alley. Now, if you are any kind of a rapper like DaBaby is very much a mover of his social media. Goes live, tells you where he's gonna be. Like, he's just like that. But he's also told people too, like, look, man, I'm not afraid of nothing. If you bring it to me, it's gonna happen. And he's always said this. And I respect that. Like, he's just like, bro, I know I'm a rapper. I'm still trying to figure out this industry game, but I've been out here, bro. So don't just approach me any kind of way. Like, I've seen people try to do stuff to him on video, and it's just been a couple of different incidents. Which
is kind of ridiculous. I feel like a lot of it's for show. Well, on both sides. Yeah. But anyway.
Right. The next piece that happens, and again, everybody, keep following me with this story. DaBaby and his crew and other people are at the bowling alley. I'm not sure if this is a party or whatever it is, but the bowling alley has a lot of people in it. And DaBaby, of course, being who he is, he's the center of attention.
Yeah.
And in comes Dani Leigh's brother. He shows up. Now, not forgetting that, remember, you and we just discussed this. He said it's on site.
Right.
In the world of hip hop, for those who are not keeping up with the terminology, on site means as soon as I see you. I don't care if we're in Publix. I don't care if we're at the doctor's office. I don't care if we're at the car wash. As soon as I see you, it's on site.
Yeah.
In the world of hip hop, right? In the world of urban culture. What we got on video was the brother standing there. I don't know how many words had been said.
Yeah.
But from every angle, the next move was DaBaby swinging on him. And then the next move was they were on the lanes and her brother was getting dragged by his hair. He pretty much just got beat up by about 4 or 5 guys. Right?
Then, I saw that, and I couldn't figure out who the heck was who.
Right.
It was kind of comical, though, because
they were on the lanes and could barely stand up.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliance, but anyway.
Yeah. So, my question to you, and I want to get to this Bootsy clip, because Bootsy kind of thought, the way that I've been thinking, right? First of all, you knew DaBaby was not going to want to have a conversation because we know how this guy is.
Right.
Right? In his defense, he shouldn't want to. Like, it's all been done. And honestly, I didn't argue with you. I argued with your sister. Yeah, okay, I get it. If we're going to have a conversation, I know if it's in front of people, who's going to be the one, like Jay-Z said, I got no wins here. I got none because I'm the popular guy, right? Bootsy's take on it was Dani Leigh's brother simply went so he could set up the lawsuit. Because what has happened since this incident is, I'm not sure if any charges were pressed, but he has filed a lawsuit.
Right. I was aware that he did file a lawsuit.
Right. He's filed a lawsuit. Bootsy, who is, you got to know who Bootsy is.
Yeah.
Bootsy's famous, and to the kids today, he's considered an old school rapper, but Bootsy is legendary in the South when it comes to hip hop, right, and definitely legendary when it comes to coming out of Louisiana, right? He's legendary. But lately, one of the biggest things that keeps him around is he has these takes, and he goes on Vlad TV, shouts out to Vlad. He goes on his own Instagram live, he's been at it with IG, Mark Zuckerberg, because they keep taking his IG and this sort of that sort of thing, but that's another story. But Bootsy came out and said, this whole thing was a setup. And he was saying that Dani Leigh's brother knew he was ready to call the lawyer when he went there, because he had already threatened on site. He already know what kind of dude DaBaby is. If you really planned on fighting, which Dani Leigh's brother came out and said later, if he'd had 1 or 2 more people with him, why did you go there by yourself? Like, you knew you were going to get jumped. Like if me and my boys are somewhere and somebody comes to start something, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna say it's right, but they probably getting jumped. If they came looking for trouble, they're probably gonna get. I'm not even saying it's right, but that's probably what's gonna happen. And it's just what happens, right? Jason, let's play the Bootsy clip. And Bootsy, like I said, he had a real direct take on this. And then I want to get your take on: is there an actual lawsuit here? And
this
maybe
gonna be fun.
Yeah. So Jason, let's get the Bootsy clip so that everybody can hear what Bootsy says. And it's kind of direct and right there. Bootsy on Vlad TV talking about DaBaby and Dani Leigh's brother, the incident.
With a great bandana jacket on.
Yeah, that part.
My sister no more. It's gonna be some real short shit. I'm finna get some money out this nigga, so I can take care of my little whatchamacallem and just stun on this nigga ass. I be thinking the other way. That shit was a setup, man. You go to bowling alley like this with all these people, you know what's finna happen. I'm finna sue your ass. The lawyer was already cocked, man. It was a setup, man. Yeah, they ain't together no more. We finna eat off you. We finna try to eat off you. But no, that was a threat. Lucky he didn't get his ass shot.
Yeah, I mean, he was talking a lot of shit and saying it's on site and everything else like that.
You keep saying it's on site, bro. Like, how can you tell somebody is on site who done been in dramatized situations?
Well,
You
who's
got-
been
you- it's
in
certain-
who's
like-
been in multiple shootings?
Been in
one of which
how do you
included
tell a nigga it's on
included a
site?
death.
You can't do that, bro. That is a threat, bro. That is a threat, bro. Any way you call it, everybody trying to shit on my boy. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up and speak how I feel. A lot of people ain't gonna feel how I feel. But hey, bro, like, you know, he lucky he's still living, bro. You know, that's a threat, bro. You come here by yourself. It was a setup. Why you didn't come 30 strong? It was a setup. He knew baby would react like that. That nigga chasing that bag, man.
Boom. Great bandana jacket and all. My man, Lil Bootsy right there. Shout out to Vlad TV once again. So Bootsy says, period. Setup, man. He knew he was going to sue when he went in there. Is there?
I mean, look, this, if you're the baby, right? First off, on his kid's birth certificate, is he listed as DaBaby?
That part
DaBaby on DaBabies? Anyway.
we probably should check that, right?
Lawyer joke for the day anyway. You know, it kind of begins and ends with this kind of the cultural piece of, why are you so concerned with someone saying about you on social media on a video? So if he says, I'm coming on site, why are you that concerned? Like, maybe you're concerned if you think he's going to kill you. Like, I'm good. Like, be concerned about that if that's what you're thinking of, right?
Right.
But why this? And I'm getting off from the legal tangent, but I'm going to get back to it. I promise. Why are we so motivated that we have to protect our ego, right? Just because somebody said something on social media and then they show up where we are, right?
Right.
So was it a setup? Maybe. Probably. Is he going to get paid? Oh, most definitely. So let's break that down as to why. Look, he said something.
Can I stop you before you get to the why? Well, in hip hop culture, and I always have to defend hip hop culture. Not that you're disrespecting it, but I have to, because I've talked to more than one artist, right? And rappers are in a very different place when it comes to violence. Some of it we bring on, some of it they bring on themselves. It's just the way the culture is, right? And so, and again, I'm not defending DaBaby and all that he does. I'm not. But I think anyone in this community, in the hip hop community, would take it as, you don't know what can happen when someone says on site and then they show up where you are. You understand what I'm saying? But what you are trying to avoid is it happening. So you either strike first or you don't want to get caught there. But now that he's caught there, that's where I think the striking first. And again, I'm not saying, because I'm asking for a very legal piece here,
right?
You know, but in his defense, and when you talk mindset, right? Like me, I've always felt, doesn't make me right, and I don't have the millions to lose like DaBaby does, that I am too small to get hit first. So 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, if I'm in an argument with someone and we keep arguing, and it, like, if I try to walk away and that person just keeps coming, I'm probably gonna hit that person first. I just feel like that, because that to me is self-defense. If I'm like trying to walk away, and now in the video it doesn't look like DaBaby tried to walk away, but again, DaBaby did say, you know, and it's out there too. Like, he told him, like, bro, like, this is not a problem you want. Don't do that part. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this on-site stuff, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Ha ha. Sounds good when you say it on these videos, but don't do it, because it's gonna go down. So back to your legal part.
So, and it's, let's not confuse the two things, because you being in an argument, and you're what, like 5'7", 5'8", right? And me being in an argument with somebody, I'm 6 feet, right? So we have a little bit different threshold when we talk about defending ourselves. But either way, you're in an argument with somebody and you walk away and that person keeps advancing towards you, right? And is using threatening words as they're advancing towards you. That's an entirely different scenario than, and we're just going to assume that DaBaby's just standing there, right? And this guy comes in. Yeah, he on video goes on site. Okay, but what does that mean? We know what it means per, you know,
culture,
right? But even in us knowing what it means culturally, doesn't really tell us what it means, because does it mean I'm going to swing at you? Does it mean I'm going to shoot you? Does it mean I'm going to take a grenade and throw it at you?
Gotcha.
Does it just mean I'm going to say really nasty things to you when I see you in person? Now, culturally, we know that it's not the latter, the last one, right? But it could be. And I could make the argument that that's what I meant by it, which is why that's under the law. That's a meaningless thing that happened. Right? It's not imminent, right? And it's not going to happen right there. And it's essentially conditional, right? I could tell you right now, we're sitting right next to each other. Eakin, next time I see you, it's on, and I'm going to shoot you. No, guys, hypothetical, right? I'm not going to shoot Eakin. It's not going to happen.
Right.
Okay? That's not an assault. I didn't assault you at all. It's not imminent. I don't have the means to do it right now, and it's conditional. I didn't break the law one bit with that statement, right?
But in the barbershop,
that's a threat.
Right.
Right.
Gotcha.
But so we
I mean the way we talk about it though. I don't even mean like if it happened. I mean like when you're doing homeboy law though, it's like, man, he threatened me right there.
Yeah, and I think, under the law, and I say I think because there's no true black and white right answer, right? Anytime you're talking about the law, everything is some shade of gray or some interpretation of all of the facts, right?
Right.
But let's say, and we'll get back to DaBaby's piece, but let's say I do see you in the parking lot, and I had just said that to you, right? You would have a right to be a little bit more concerned. But what if I just walked right up to you, stuck my hand out, and shook your hand? But as I'm reaching my hand up, you just turn around and shoot me. It's not really self-defense because I didn't really do anything.
Right.
Now, we're in that same situation. I've already said what I said, and I go, I'm going to shoot you. And I reach into my jacket, and you shoot me. I might not have committed an assault because maybe I just have a pen in my jacket, right? And because I don't have the means, and it's not imminent. However, I would say you have an absolute duty or an absolute ability to defend yourself in that situation because I've already threatened you, even though it's not technically truly a threat under the law, right? But you have that perception going in. I tell you I'm going to do something to you as I'm right here with you, and I reach in my jacket, and you don't know what I'm reaching in my jacket for.
Boom.
So, there's that scenario. DaBaby, be a little bit smarter when you have lots of money and you are a big name, right? Look, even as we were joking about that, I'm old, right? And, don't know what the heck's going on. I know DaBaby, right?
Right.
I'm not sure I could tell you exactly which one of the songs is his, but I know I've heard his songs before, right? And so we'll go with, if I know you, you have some level of star power.
Right.
Be a little bit smarter, right? Don't swing first. Now, the problem is we don't know what was said, but from what I could see in the video, nothing started off until that first swing, right?
He didn't. Her brother didn't charge him per se,
right?
Nothing like that.
So I'm concerned about your words, right? If I'm DaBaby, I'm concerned about your words and what you said on video. To me, it's more of I'm protecting my ego, and because the hip hop community and hip hop culture says I have to do this to you, I'm going to do it. Maybe it was a setup, but what does it matter, right? At the end of the day, yeah, maybe it makes this lady's brother, a dirtbag because, this was his plan all along. Right. Maybe he goes, this is my payday. Okay, doesn't make him somebody I want to hang out with, but is he wrong? No, not. I mean, on the eyes of the law, no. Like he's, to me, everything I've seen thus far, everything we've talked about, the only one in the wrong here is DaBaby, at least legally, right?
Right.
And I would think very easily you come in and you file a suit against DaBaby, and it probably gets settled very quickly and quietly for a ton of money, right? But you're ultimately liable for that. You did it. You took the action.
Is that $250,000?
Oh, I mean, I don't know what his injuries are. I'm guessing probably not that significant, although he did get kicked a lot in the ribs. So maybe a couple broken ribs or something. Honestly, I think a lot of the value of it is going to come down to how quickly DaBaby wants it to go away.
Stop playing. Don't forget, man, hit that subscribe button right now so you can catch all the updates and all the haps here at Hip Hop Study Hall. All right, it's your man DJ Eakin. I see you. Subscribe. Hit it now.